What's up guys, Jules here, and I'm bringing you another video on ways and tips to reduce recoil. Now I know what you're thinking, an AR-15 doesn't recoil that hard, which is true. What I mean by reducing recoil is, I mean by making target acquisition speed quicker, repeated accuracy, and smaller grouping when you're shooting fast. So not necessarily taking out recoil altogether, because this gun doesn't recoil that hard to begin with. So to start here, we have a 10.5 inch AR-15 made by F1 Firearms. This is kind of one of my go-to and favorite rifles that I own. This configuration is considered an SBR, which is short-barreled rifle, because the barrel length is less than 16 inches. I'm going to start with the rear of the gun here. On this rifle, I have an Armaspec silent capture buffer spring. And basically this spring stays right in here and it takes the shock of the bolt carrier. And if you're not familiar, this is a bolt carrier. This is a buffer tube. Basically this goes back every time you shoot. So this is one main thing that I use to help reduce recoil. You can also change the weights and different things. It's made by Armaspec, and I believe it's called a silent capture mitigation buffer, something along those lines. But next, one of the key points we have here is the bolt carrier group. Now this bolt carrier group is titanium nitride coated, which is why it's gold, and it's also a lightweight construction. So any type of moving mass that's going back and forth, the lighter it is, the less you're going to feel it. So this is also one of the key things that I use to help reduce recoil somewhat. So that makes the muzzle rise a lot less. So these rifles work by something called direct impingement. And basically the gas pushes the bolt carrier group back and forth without getting too technical. So in the front here, we have something called an adjustable gas block, which I should post here. And that's what it looks like. But what the adjustable gas block does is it controls how much gas gets through. So it can either be overgassed, like most rifles come standard to make sure they fire properly, or they could be undergassed, which means that the bolt carrier group might not have enough gas to cycle properly. So with an adjustable gas block, you can find that kind of sweet spot in the middle to where you get the not too much gas, but just enough to make it fire reliably. And some people think, adjustable gas blocks aren't reliable and they take their reliability. Well, I've fired this thing over 1,000 times without any problems. So if it's set right, then you shouldn't have any issues with it. And last but not least, we have on the front here is what we call a suppressor, or also a silencer. This silencer is made by a company called Huxworks, which was formerly OSS, and it is a low back pressure silencer, or a flow-through silencer, which means basically the gases travel up forward through the front of it versus out of the gas port you see right here. So with the combination of a buffer spring, a low mass or lightweight bolt carrier group, an adjustable gas block, and a suppressor, all those things kind of work together to prevent muzzle rise. So if you see in this video here, the gun fires repeatedly at a fast pace without too much of this. It kind of helps it kind of go back like this, and the muzzle rise is very minimal. So if you have any questions, just leave it in the comment section. Like and subscribe if this helped you out at all. I'm Jules, and have a good one.